051 The perfect protective cover, the best means of self-protection. For collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It's a lot that happened today. Not only has the white-scaled fish evolved, but it also knows the secrets of the Bai family. It seems that I need some time to digest it properly. Bai Ziyan muttered, a little helpless. In this short day, the amount of information he obtained was too much: the evolution of the white-scaled fish, the secret of Bai Jingchong, the origin world and the secret world of 10,000 spider nests. Bai Ziyan needs some time to digest the news of the explosion of information. For this reason, Bai Ziyan didn't do anything for the next day while digesting what happened before. After a day had passed, Bai Ziyan calmed down and prepared for the next step. Now, the white scale fish has successfully evolved into the white shadow giant scale fish, breaking through to the black iron level. Next, I should prepare for the next practice. Bai Ziyan murmured in his heart, thinking about the next thing. The white scale fish successfully evolved into the white shadow giant scale fish, and also successfully broke through to the black iron level. Therefore, it is time for him to start the next cultivation plan. To be honest, what Bai Ziyan needs to do next is actually not that complicated. Basically there are three things. The first thing is to train the giant white shadow fish and improve the strength of the giant white shadow fish. Needless to say about this, the white shadow giant scale fish has successfully stepped into the black iron level and started the next training plan, which is a must. Of course, this is not difficult for Bai Ziyan. With the Eye of Apocalypse, Bai Ziyan can help the white shadow giant scale fish to customize the most perfect training plan. It can be said that with the almost omniscient Eye of Apocalypse, Bai Ziyan has nothing to worry about when it comes to training pet beasts. Even more, Bai Ziyan has already started this matter. At this time, the white shadow giant scale fish is in the mythical beast space. However, the white shadow giant fish has already started to exercise according to Bai Ziyan's guidance. Therefore, Bai Ziyan does not need to spend too much time and energy on this matter. The second thing is to contract the second beast, successfully promoted to become a black iron beastmaster. Bai Ziyan has one more beast, and he can contract the second beast. Therefore, it is time for Bai Ziyan to look for a suitable spirit beast egg or pet animal cub. As for the third thing, that is to use the awakening source fluid to awaken the talent of the second imperial beast. For this matter, Bai Ziyan has not forgotten. It's just that he hasn't gathered the required materials yet, so he can't start this matter. Therefore, Bai Ziyan plans to go to various trading markets and auction houses in Lan City according to the previous plan. Use your Eye of Apocalypse to see if you can find the other two main materials needed to make awakening source liquid. That's what Bai Ziyan needs to do next. Now, there is only half a month left in the summer vacation. I hope that the last two things can be completed before the school starts. Bai Ziyan murmured in his heart, planning the time arrangement. Although it is said that Bai Ziyan's previous candle volcano experience only took nearly a month, however, it took Bai Ziyan a lot of time to build the beast guarding space, hatch the white-scaled fish, and help the white-scaled fish evolve in the past few days. Coupled with all kinds of trivial time, the 2-month summer vacation time has actually passed 3/4, so, with only half a month or so left, high school is about to start. Bai Ziyan is going to get these things sorted out before high school starts. Of course, the matter of training the white shadow giant scale fish is a long-term plan and is not in this category. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan began to prepare. However, before this matter, Bai Ziyan still needs to verify one thing. That was his guess about the power of the beast. After the successful evolution of the white scale fish, Bai Ziyan officially became the black iron beastmaster, and the power of the beast increased greatly. At that time, Bai Ziyan was guessing, perhaps, his beast-controlling power was enough for him to condense the protective shield. This matter is also very important to Bai Ziyan. After all, if the protective shield can be condensed, Bai Ziyan's safety will be further guaranteed. Such a thing, Bai Ziyan naturally will not forget. As for the secret method of condensing the shield, for Bai Ziyan, it's even less of a problem. Because of the omniscient ability of Eye of Apocalypse, it is not too easy to obtain the secret method of condensing the protective shield. What's more, Bai Ziyan also got a surprise. You are researching the method of constructing a protective shield and obtaining the enlightenment of heaven. The first method, the basic level protective cover construction method, using the power of the beast to simply cover the whole body, which can play a certain protective role. The second method, the construction method of strengthening the protective shield, using the power of the beast to build in a certain order, which can strengthen the protective effect of the shield. The third method, the construction method of the perfect shield, using the power of the beast to build in the order of the acupuncture points of the human body, a perfect shield can be constructed, the defense effect can be greatly improved, and the consumption of the power of the beast can even be reduced. Well, Bai Ziyan didn't expect that the construction of the protective cover actually has advantages and disadvantages. Bai Ziyan just learned about such a thing. After all, this is already a special secret method, and ordinary beastmasters don't know. This is also a normal thing. Bai Ziyan can know, but also because of his special talent for fighting beasts, Eye of Apocalypse. As for how to choose, there is no need to say more. With a perfect shield construction method, how could he choose a low-level method? Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan started to practice the construction of the perfect shield according to the instructions of heaven. Time flies by, a day goes by. When Bai Ziyan appeared again, Bai Ziyan seemed to have some changes. At this time, Bai Ziyan just stood as usual. However, around Bai Ziyan, there is a layer of undetectable energy fluctuations, although the level of this energy fluctuation is not high. Because of its special operation law, the defense power is very amazing. This is the perfect shield. In this way, Bai Ziyan can finally relax. After all, with the protection of the shield, Bai Ziyan is safer, even if there are enemies. Bai Ziyan has some self-protection power to break through the protection circle of Bai Ji and Bai Xiao. This is definitely good news for Bai Ziyan. After this matter was completed, Bai Ziyan finally planned to go out, because next, he should finish two other things, look for those two materials and find the right pet. This is his next task. Asterisk. 052 Meet Fatty Yuan again, the Yuan family's pet beast, Iron Armored Ape. For collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sister Bai Ji, Sister Bai Xiao, let's go out for a walk. Bai Ziyan, who has already made a decision in his heart, is directly summoning Bai Ji Bai Xiao, ready to go outside to see if there is any chance to find out. In this regard, Bai Ji Bai Xiao naturally nodded and said yes. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan walked directly out of the city lord's mansion. Soon, Bai Ziyan came to a large market in Lan City. On the bright side of Lan City, there are a total of 3 super large markets. There are not only various famous auction houses, but also some storefronts that buy and sell various spirit beast materials. However, this is only the situation on the bright side. All the materials and resources that can be sourced are traded, which is also called the Ming market. Well, the market on the bright side. However, there are 2 underground black markets in the secret areas of Lan City. The scale of the 2 underground black markets is also extraordinary, even comparable to the 3 bright markets. In addition, there are some small-scale trading venues, so let's not talk about it. 3 whites and 2 blacks, this is the main market situation of Lan City. The large market that Bai Ziyan came to this time was Dongsha, one of the 3 large markets. However, Bai Ziyan did not go directly to each store, but came to a tea house, ready to take his time, because there are many guests in this tea house. There are even businessmen from the other 6 main cities, drinking tea here. Sometimes you can hear some interesting news, well, news from several other major cities. Young Master Bai is here, but you haven't been here for a long time. The little ones are going to miss you. It's rare that young Master Bai is here. We have to entertain you today. As soon as he stepped into the tea house, the owner of the tea house suddenly smiled flatteringly, came to Bai Ziyan, and flattered Bai Ziyan. Apparently, Bai Ziyan is also a regular here. This is inevitable. This is a relatively prosperous place in Lan City. How could Bai Ziyan not come here? The old rules are still the same as before. Bai Ziyan smiled lightly, ignoring the boss's flattery. In response to this, the owner of the tea house made arrangements wisely and did not bother Bai Ziyan by his side. For the next time, Bai Ziyan sat here slowly, listening to the conversations of the past guests. I heard that a diamond-grade material called lightning sand appeared at the auction in Lan Lan City. Is this true? It's true. I happened to be there at the time, and I happened to see the auction process of that treasure. Dude, you don't know how intense that scene was, and even the city owner of Lan Lan City ended up participating in the auction. Isn't this normal? Diamond-level materials are valued by even those bigwigs. I heard that the granddaughter of the Lord of Chiyi City, just last month, defeated the bronze-level beastmaster with the strength of the black iron level. Old news, the granddaughter of the Lord of Chiyi City, the bronze-level beastmaster who defeated, the beast has the strength of high-level bronze. It's terrifying. It's just the strength of the black iron level that can actually fight across a big realm. Is this a real genius? Heh, when it comes to genius, who can be compared to us, the grandsons of the two principal and deputy city lords of Lan City. The grandson of City Lord Bai Jingchong and the granddaughter of Deputy City Lord Feng Yangyan, it is said that they awakened an amazing talent during the awakening ceremony. It is estimated that this is the seed of two diamond-level beastmasters. Not bad, this is the real genius. If you meet the daughter of the City Lord of Chiyi City, she will definitely be blown up. On the seat near the window in the tea house, Bai Ziyan drank tea quietly, listening to the conversations of the others. The merchants who travel to and from the major cities are all powerful. After all, the wild wasteland is very dangerous, and ordinary beastmasters dare not stay away from the city at all. It can be said that these businessmen who travel to and from the major cities have at least silver level, or even gold level strength. For this reason, the topics they talk about often involve some higher levels. What's more, even the topic of diamond-grade material sometimes appears. This is also the reason why Bai Ziyan likes to come to this tea house, because here, he can know the news that needs to be heard in Lan City. However, what makes Bai Ziyan speechless is that sometimes when he talks, the topic gets skewed, just like the guests at the table just now, talking and talking, he actually brought the topic to him. This made Bai Ziyan speechless. After a short while, when he found that there was no new topic, Bai Ziyan was finally ready to leave. However, when Bai Ziyan just walked out of the tea house, a chubby figure rolled over from a distance and soon came to Bai Ziyan. "Brethren, I miss you so much. Where have you been all this time? I went to the city lord's mansion several times, but I didn't find you. Do you want me any more?" That it was Bai Ziyan's #1 younger brother who came to Bai Ziyan. Fatty Yuan Patian. Compared with the awakening ceremony, Fatty Yuan didn't seem to have changed much. It was his tone that became more resentful, giving Bai Ziyan a headache. "Fatty Yuan, if you say something like that again, I'll kick you as a ball." Bai Ziyan threatened Fatty Yuan viciously. Yuan Patian smiled shyly, not as resentful as before. "Brethren, have you contracted a beast?" "I have successfully contracted a beast, and it is still a very powerful beast." "Brethren, guess what is the beast of my contract?" Yuan Patian said with a smile on his face. He couldn't contain the joy in his heart and wanted to share it with Bai Ziyan. "What else can it be? The beast that Uncle Yuan arranged for you must be the iron armored ape of your family." Bai Ziyan said calmly, without even the slightest hesitation. Of course, this was not the answer that Bai Ziyan knew when he used the Eye of Apocalypse. Regarding the matter of Fatty Yuan, Bai Ziyan didn't even need to use the Eye of Apocalypse. The Yuan family has always used ape-like spirit beasts as pets. Just look at their family's surname, and directly use Yuan as the surname. This shows how deeply connected their family is with ape-like spirit beasts. Moreover, the father of Fatty Yuan, the gold-level general of Lan City, the main pet is an iron-helmed ape that evolved from an iron-armored ape. So, what is Fatty Yuan's pet beast? Do you need to think more about it? "Sorry, I thought I could give you a surprise." Hearing Bai Ziyan's words, Fatty Yuan felt helpless. Obviously, Bai Ziyan had guessed correctly. The beast he contracted was the iron-armored ape arranged at home. Asterisk. 053 A-level talent, possession, Eye of Apocalypse, upgrade. For collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It's a bit of a pity. Originally, I wanted to find a beast with greater potential. But my father doesn't agree to it. He has to make me contract the iron-armored ape, or he won't let me go out, and even break my legs. In desperation, I can only contract the iron-armored ape. Fatty Yuan said helplessly, a little distressed. In fact, the iron-armored ape that the family has always used is not his first wish. It's just that Fatty Yuan couldn't beat his father, and in the end he could only choose to contract the iron-armored ape. For this reason, this is what it is now. It's cheap and good. Your iron-armored ape is still very good. Cooperating with your possession, talent and cultivating it well, it will definitely be of great help to you. Bai Ziyan punched him and looked at Fatty Yuan speechlessly. To be honest, for ordinary beastmasters, the iron armored ape of the Yuan family is definitely a superior spirit beast. There are two characteristics of the iron armored ape, one is the high defense, one is a lot of strength. At this point, it can be seen from its name. Defense armor, powerful force. Although there are no accompanying attributes, these two characteristics combine to create an invincible warrior. Because the defense is very good and the strength is great, the iron armored ape fights, and the destructive power is also very impressive. It can be said that this is a born warrior. Otherwise, the Yuan family would not have reached the gold level with the help of the iron armor, and even became one of the senior generals of Lan City. The most important point is that Fatty Yuan's talent is also very good. A-level talent, possession. Possession. You can let the pet beast be attached to yourself, and the two become one, allowing the beastmaster to use the power of the pet. To be honest, Fatty Yuan's talent for fighting beasts is also very good. This special beast fighting talent, combined with his family's iron armored ape, can play a very good battle. Don't look at the usual. Fatty Yuan always looks aggrieved and resentful in front of Bai Ziyan. If placed among ordinary people, Fatty Yuan would also belong to the level of genius. It's just that in front of Bai Ziyan, a super genius, Fatty Yuan can't be hard-hearted, and he doesn't dare to be hard-hearted. This is the situation of Fatty Yuan. For this reason, Bai Ziyan would say such words. Okay, Brotherin said so, of course I listened to Brotherin. Fatty Yuan nodded and said, putting away the helplessness on his face, he always listened to Bai Ziyan's words. By the way, Brotherin, it's rare that you came out today. Should we go and have fun? I found a fun place. Fatty Yuan suddenly changed his face, as if thinking of something, showing a cheap smile. Bai Ziyan was a little speechless about this. Based on what he knew about Fatty Yuan, it must not be a good place. To be honest, in the past, it was not that he and Fatty Yuan did some nasty things, but, that's all teenage madness. Now that they have become beastmasters, they naturally cannot be the same as before. The most important point is that Bai Ziyan still has a lot of things to do, so he doesn't have time to play with Fatty Yuan. Forget it, I'm going to walk around the market to see if there is anything good. Bai Ziyan directly refused. Afterwards, Bai Ziyan walked directly in the direction of Market Street. Okay, you are the boss and you have the final say. Brotherin, what do you want to buy? Let me see for you. Regarding Bai Ziyan's refusal, Fatty Yuan's expression remained unchanged, and he said with a slight shrug, because in the past, when they went out to play, most of them were also in charge of Bai Ziyan. Bai Ziyan doesn't want to play now, so naturally he won't say anything. What's more, Fatty Yuan followed Bai Ziyan very naturally and slowly walked around the street. Bai Ziyan didn't say much about this. After all, it is also a good thing to have one more person to talk to when you are hanging out. For a while, the two chatted while walking down the street. Of course, although he was talking, Bai Ziyan's main focus was still on detecting things around him. The detection effect of Eye of Apocalypse was opened by Bai Ziyan early on. Speaking of the Eye of Apocalypse, Bai Ziyan suddenly remembered something. As Bai Ziyan's strength improved and he was promoted to the black iron level, the detection range of the Eye of Apocalypse also expanded a lot. When he had just awakened his Eye of Apocalypse talent, Bai Ziyan could at most detect the situation within a radius of 10 meters with him as the center. However, with Bai Ziyan's promotion to the black iron level, the detection range of the Eye of Apocalypse has been greatly improved. Now, Bai Ziyan can detect the situation within a radius of 100 meters with him as the center, covering a range within a radius of 100 meters. This greatly improves the detection effect of Eye of Apocalypse. To put it bluntly, Eye of Apocalypse has been upgraded. As long as Bai Ziyan walked on the street, all the things in the shops around the street could not hide from Bai Ziyan's eyes. 75 meters to the left, the crystal nucleus of the black iron level spiritual beast, the red fire dog, is found. 55 meters to the right, a bronze-grade material poisonous root is found. When Bai Ziyan opened the Eye of Apocalypse, various prompt entries kept appearing in front of Bai Ziyan's eyes. This is also a big test for Bai Ziyan. After all kinds of prompts appeared in front of Bai Ziyan. It's not easy for Bai Ziyan to find out what he needs. For this reason, Bai Ziyan went slower and slower. This made Fatty Yuan, who was following him, think what Bai Ziyan was doing. In the end, Bai Ziyan had no choice but to block the exploration of resources below the silver level, yes. The exploration of Eye of Apocalypse can block some prompt entries. This is just a simple application. Bai Ziyan had known about this a long time ago and had mastered this ability. However, under normal circumstances, Bai Ziyan will not choose to block the prompt entries, because in Bai Ziyan's view, even relatively low-level things sometimes have special effects. If you block the prompt entry, it is very likely that Bai Ziyan will miss some good things, but this time, Bai Ziyan couldn't stand it. A series of prompt entries kept jumping out, appearing in front of Bai Ziyan's eyes. However, this is also impossible. Who made his location a market, and it was one of the largest markets in Lan City. It is normal to have this result. Therefore, after a little consideration, Bai Ziyan can only choose to block the exploration of all resources below the silver level. For a time, Bai Ziyan could feel that the world became clearer. Asterisk 054 Unexpected Harvest, Diamond Grade Material Tianyuan Tears. For collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Bai Ziyan felt a lot more relaxed after he blocked all the entries for low-level material exploration. Next, it will appear in front of Bai Ziyan, and there will only be resource prompts at the silver level and above. This can greatly save Bai Ziyan's energy. Under this circumstance, Bai Ziyan led Fatty Yuan and slowly walked down the market street. That said, as one of the main cities in Lan City, Bai Ziyan really found a lot of good things in this market, at least hundreds of silver crystal nuclei were found by Bai Ziyan. Gold-level resources. Bai Ziyan also found dozens of pieces. However, Bai Ziyan is not very interested in these resources. On the one hand, there are many materials of this level in the Bai family. Bai Ziyan is not necessary. It is specially purchased outside. On the other hand, among these gold-level materials, there are not many materials related to the water system, and Bai Ziyan can't use it for the time being. In addition, this is a market on the bright side, and the source of various resources and materials is clear. This also led to various resources, basically all clearly marked, and Bai Ziyan had no chance of missing out. Therefore, Bai Ziyan is not very interested. For this reason, Bai Ziyan only bought 1 or 2 pieces of gold-grade material when the whole market went down, and he didn't pay much attention to it after that. As for the 2 diamond materials that Bai Ziyan wanted, as well as the suitable cubs, Bai Ziyan could not find them. However, Bai Ziyan is not in a hurry, because the market in Lan City is not the only one. In addition to the market where they are now, there are 2 bright markets and 2 underground black markets in Lan City. For this reason, in the next few days, Bai Ziyan began to explore these markets. I have to say that Bai Ziyan's luck is still good. Just when Bai Ziyan entered the first underground black market to investigate, Bai Ziyan immediately gained something. 100 meters to the left, a diamond-grade material, Tianyuan T, was found. Bai Ziyan was walking on the streets of the underground black market, and suddenly there was a hint of heavenly Tao in front of him. At this moment, Bai Ziyan's eyes lit up. Tian Yuan Lei, one of the 3 diamond-grade materials that configure the awakening origin liquid, actually found it. Bai Ziyan was a little excited. To be honest, although he really wants to pick up the leak, he wants to configure the source of awakening. However, Bai Ziyan is also very clear in his heart that the 3 main ingredients for the awakening origin liquid are too difficult to obtain. Just the 3 words diamond grade, you can see its preciousness. Under normal circumstances, ordinary beastmasters would not be able to obtain them, let alone sell them. For this reason, Bai Ziyan was excited for a while after getting this prompt. After a while, Bai Ziyan calmed down and followed the instructions of Eye of Apocalypse to go to where Tian Yuan Lei was. Soon, Bai Ziyan found a place. It's a rundown store that looks old. On the old counter, some materials are randomly placed, with different levels. There are not only influent materials, but also silver-level materials. As for the Tianyuan tears that Bai Ziyan was thinking about, it looked like a dull pebble, placed in a bronze-grade material. To be honest, if it weren't for Bai Ziyan's Eye of Apocalypse, one could see the essence of things. It is estimated that Bai Ziyan will not think that this inconspicuous pebble is actually a diamond-grade material. However, Bai Ziyan didn't mind this matter. In other words, Bai Ziyan is very happy to see this situation. It was precisely because the luster of Tian Yuan's tears was covered up that he had the chance to pick it up. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan has already made up his mind. He intends to buy this piece of Tianyuan tears directly. thinking of this, Bai Ziyan looked at the owner of the dilapidated store. This is an old man with white hair and beard, who seems to be very ordinary, but his eyes are deep, and he seems to have experienced the vicissitudes of life. This made Bai Ziyan's heart skip a beat. The shopkeeper in front of him must have an extraordinary history. After all, some of the novels in the previous life, like some old grandpas who traveled the world, were hidden in the place where the protagonist was. Then, by chance, the grandfather became the protagonist's teacher, helping the protagonist grow up and things like that. If this is the case, then he has to be cautious. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan used the Eye of Apocalypse to check the situation of the old shopkeeper. When Bai Ziyan saw that the other party was just a silver beastmaster, Bai Ziyan was relieved. Good guy, he almost thought that he really encountered some kind of expert. After all, the appearance and temperament of the owner of this dilapidated store are too confusing. It was almost written on his face. I have a story. Do you have wine? Of course, for the sake of stability. Bai Ziyan also investigated one party in detail, and even the others' pet beasts. All of them were investigated. It turned out that this was really an ordinary silver beastmaster, not the hermit master he thought. When he got here, Bai Ziyan was completely relieved. Boss, how much are these items in total? Bai Ziyan picked up 2 or 3 pieces of black iron and bronze-level resources, and the diamond-level material he needed, Tianyuan tea, was wrapped in it by Bai Ziyan. After all, if you just buy Tianyuan tea, the purpose is a little too obvious, and it is easy to be tricked. You have a good eye. Count your 10 million Kyushu coins. Seemingly seeing Bai Ziyan's extraordinariness, the store owner raised the price on the ground and directly quoted an exaggerated figure. Bai Ziyan was a little speechless about this. Last time, the stall owner he met in Candlelight Market was also very greedy, starting with tens of millions of Kyushu coins at one price. I have to say that these black market businessmen have dirty hearts. Boss, think about it. Do these 3 black iron level materials really need 10 million Kyushu coins? Bai Ziyan spoke lightly. At the same time, Bai Ziyan opened his pocket slightly, revealing the logo of the Bai family. Ha ha ha, little brother is joking. I was joking with you just now. Let's liven up the atmosphere. How can these pieces of broken copper and iron be worth 10 million Kyushu coins? If the little brother likes it, I will give it to the little brother directly, and I will be a friend. When the owner of the dilapidated store saw the logo of the city lord's mansion on Bai Ziyan's body, his expression changed greatly, and there was a trace of cold sweat on his forehead. Afterwards, the attitude of the store owner directly changed 180 degrees, and said with a smile on his face, that is, the smile was a little stiff. Asterisk. 055 Tian Yuan Lei is in hand, the choice of the second pet. For collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the entire Lan City, who does not know the symbol of the Bai family? Bai Ziyan can take out the sign, which means that Bai Ziyan is from the Bai family in the city's main mansion. Under such circumstances, how could he, a little silver beastmaster, dare to cheat Bai Ziyan? So, the attitude of the store owner directly changed 180 degrees. You don't need to send it. Don't hesitate to give 10 million Kyushu coins. According to the market price, this is at most 1 million, and it is based on this price. Bai Ziyan shook his head slightly, although he wanted to find out. However, the store owner is just an ordinary person, not a life-and-death enemy. Bai Ziyan didn't want to pit him to death, but bought it at the stated price. In this regard, the store owner breathed a sigh of relief and agreed to this matter with joy. After all, if Bai Ziyan took these things directly, his loss would not be small. Now, Bai Ziyan is willing to pay according to the market price, which is already a good result. In this regard, the store owner is naturally very happy. In this way, the business is complete. Tian Yuan Lei, a diamond-grade material, finally fell into Bai Ziyan's hands. As for the situation in Candlelight City, where there is a scoundrel or a beastmaster who wants to intervene and compete with him for this resource, it has never happened. This is inevitable, let alone Candlelight City. There are not many people who know him there. However, Lan City is his territory. If in Lan City, he would still be forced to slap his face, which would be unreasonable. After all, who does not know in the entire Lan City, that he, Bai Ziyan, is the biggest fool? Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan put away Tianyuan's tears and slowly left the dilapidated storefront. The three main materials for refining the awakening origin liquid are Nixia secret leaf, Qingyunlu and Tianyuan tears. Now, I have obtained two kinds, only the last Qingyunlu is left. If I'm lucky, I can refine the awakening origin liquid and try to awaken the talent for the second imperial beast. Walking on the road, Bai Ziyan's eyes were filled with joy that could not be concealed. He did not expect that the material collection of the awakening origin fluid would progress so quickly. In just a few days, he had gathered most of the materials, only the last one was missing. If he was lucky enough to find the last piece of material, then, his wish to awaken the talent of the second beastmaster may really be fulfilled. The most important point is that he has only seen part of the 5 large markets in Lan City. There is also a bright market and a black market. Because of its remote location, he has not been there yet. Maybe, it is really possible for him to find what he wants in these large markets. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan wandered around again. In the next 2 days, Bai Ziyan visited the remaining 2 large markets completely, but this time, Bai Ziyan's luck was not so good. Although I will go to all these markets, however, he did not find the diamond-grade material Qingyunlu he needed. This made Bai Ziyan a little helpless. It's a bit of a pity. I originally thought that I could collect all the materials for refining the awakening source liquid at one time. Bai Ziyan sighed in his heart. Of course, although he was a little regretful, he was not lost, because he was already mentally prepared. If diamond-grade material is so easy to find, it will not be diamond-grade material. What's more, Bai Ziyan has another way, that is the power of the Bai family. As early as before, Bai Ziyan asked Bai Jingchong to help him collect these kinds of materials. Several days have passed, and maybe Bai Jingchong will get some more news. For this reason, Bai Ziyan is not lost. But then again, although I didn't find Qingyunlu, I didn't find anything. Bai Ziyan murmured and took out 3 special crystals. This is the crystal nucleus of a spiritual beast called the rubber-boned ape. The rubber-boned ape is a kind of gold-level spirit beast, because its tendons are like rubber and its bones are like glue, so it can stretch its body, and for this reason, the rubber-boned ape also acquired a special inheritance skill called Big Rui. Just hear the name of this skill. This skill can make the beast bigger or smaller. To be honest, in Bai Ziyan's opinion, this skill is very suitable for the white shadow giant fish, because the evolutionary goal of the giant scale fish at this stage is the whale spirit beast with body size. Therefore, the size of the white shadow giant scale fish was originally far greater than that of the spirit beasts of the same level. The body size is too large, which will increase the power of the spirit beast, but sometimes, being too big can cause some trouble. Just like now, Bai Ziyan can't summon the white shadow giant fish on the street. It would be even better if there was a skill that could allow the white shadow giant scale fish to control its size at will. For this reason, Bai Ziyan will focus on the nucleus of the rubber-boned ape. Therefore, when Bai Ziyan found the nuclei of the rubber-boned ape in the market, Bai Ziyan bought it. This is a good gain for Bai Ziyan. As for the second pet that Bai Ziyan wanted, during this time, Bai Ziyan also paid attention to spirit beast cubs and spirit beast eggs. When he was investigating materials in various markets, although there are some good spirit beast eggs in these large markets, however, Bai Ziyan did not make a move in the end, because, the spirit beast eggs and spirit beast cubs that Bai Ziyan thinks are okay, there are always some that do not meet Bai Ziyan's requirements, or, the growth potential of these spirit beast eggs and spirit beast cubs is lower, and can only reach the gold level. Or, this is the spirit beast of the water system, which overlaps with the white shadow giant scale fish in terms of attributes. After a number of reasons, Bai Ziyan did not choose these spirit beasts in the end. It seems that he has to start with the Bai family. Go and ask Grandpa to see if he has a better source of spirit beasts. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan has already made plans. After thinking about this, Bai Ziyan left the market directly and returned directly to the city lord's mansion. When Bai Ziyan returned to the city lord's mansion, he happened to see his grandfather Bai Jingchong, who also came home. Therefore, Bai Ziyan quickly came to Grandpa's side and chatted with Grandpa. After a while, Bai Ziyan finally spoke his mind. Grandpa, I have successfully broken through to the black iron level, and I can contract the second beast. Do you have any good recommendations? Bai Ziyan spoke directly and asked Bai Jingchong directly. Asterisk. 056 The diamond-grade material Qingyunlu appears. Go to Chiyi City for collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Are you going to contract a second beast? It turns out that it's almost time. Xiaowen, do you have any requirements for the second beast? Hearing Bai Ziyan's words, Bai Jingchong nodded slightly. In fact, he also prepared Bai Ziyan to talk about it. Bai Ziyan has been promoted to the black iron level, and it is time to contract the second beast. Different from before, Bai Ziyan wants to contract what pet. Bai Jingchong will not interfere with Bai Ziyan, but let him decide by himself. After all, Bai Ziyan's first pet beast has already contracted with a water spirit beast, which can be regarded as fulfilling the Bai family's request. Therefore, what is Bai Ziyan's second pet beast? Bai Jingchong will not interfere too much, but ask Bai Ziyan's own thoughts. Second beast, I am more inclined to bird-type spirit beasts. Without any hesitation, Bai Ziyan spoke his thoughts directly. A bird-type spirit beast, that's what Bai Ziyan thinks. Bai Ziyan had already decided on this matter long ago. Because of the bird-type spirit beast, Bai Ziyan can bring various benefits. If nothing else, just flying this attribute can guarantee Bai Ziyan's safety. Just think about it, if you encounter an unbeatable spirit beast or a strong enemy. If there is a bird-type spirit beast, take Bai Ziyan away from the battlefield. This can greatly guarantee Bai Ziyan's safety. For this reason, Bai Ziyan has such an idea. In fact, to be honest, if the 9 evolutions of the white-scaled fish can be successfully completed, it can be transformed into a 9-day Kunpeng and soar in the sky. At that time, Kunpeng was considered a spirit beast with flying attributes. However, when the white-scaled fish evolves into Kunpeng, I don't know when it happened. Bai Ziyan can't wait for that time, and hopes to have a bird-type spirit beast now. For a bird-type spirit beast, this is not difficult. The flying spirit beasts in Scarlet Wing City are very good. Bai Jingchong thought for a while, and then gave an answer. In the mysterious world of 10,000 spider nests, the naming of cities is also very particular. In the name of the city, it is the subsidiary small city under the main city. In the name of the city, it is one of the 7 large central city bases, that is, the 7 main cities. Scarlet Wing City is named after the city, and it is naturally one of the 7 main cities. The characteristics of this city are the spirit beasts of the fire and flight types. If Bai Ziyan wants to obtain birds and spirit beasts, he may be able to start from this aspect. It is for this reason that Bai Jingchong talks about this city. In this regard, Bai Ziyan is naturally bright, because Bai Jingchong's suggestion was exactly in line with Bai Ziyan's idea. In fact, even if Bai Jingchong didn't say it, Bai Ziyan also thought of Scarlet Wing City. Because in the market of Lan City, there really is no bird-like spirit beast cub that he likes. Even Bai Ziyan had planned to take advantage of the time before the school started to go to Scarlet Wing City. Dong dong. At this moment, there was a knock on the door. Afterwards, an ordinary-looking middle-aged man came directly to Bai Jingchong, handed an envelope to Bai Jingchong, and then withdrew. Grandpa, but what happened? Bai Ziyan asked Bai Jingchong. Bai Ziyan had also seen the middle-aged man just now, that is also one of the retainers of the Bai family, named Baiya, who is responsible for helping Bai Jingchong handle intelligence matters. Just now, Baiya didn't care about other things, and came directly to Bai Jingchong and handed over a piece of information to Bai Jingchong. There might be some important information. Xiaowen, you are lucky. There is news from Scarlet Wing City that one of the materials you're looking for has appeared in the auction house of Scarlet Wing City. Bai Jingchong read the contents of the envelope, then looked at Bai Ziyan, and slowly revealed a smile. In this regard, Bai Ziyan's eyes suddenly lit up. Before, he had asked Bai Jingchong to help him find the materials for refining the awakening origin liquid, that is, Nisha secret leaf, Qingyunlu and Tianyuan tears and other materials. According to Bai Jingchong's words, this matter seems to be settled. Really? Grandpa, which piece of material appeared in the auction house in Scarlet Wing City? Bai Ziyan couldn't wait to ask Bai Jingchong about it. According to our people, the message passed back should be the diamond-grade material called Qingyunlu. Bai Jingchong opened his mouth and said the name of the material. At this moment, the happy look on Bai Ziyan's face could not be concealed. Qingyunlu. It was this material. This is great. You must know that he already has Nisha Mai and Tianyuan tears in his hands, and he is just short of Qingyunlu. As a result, I did not expect that this treasure would appear on the auction house in Chiyi City. This was definitely a huge surprise for Bai Ziyan. As long as he gets this diamond-grade material, he can start refining the source of awakening. Bai Ziyan seems to have seen the scene where he successfully awakened the talent of the second beast. On the other hand, Bai Ziyan was still thinking about when to go to Scarlet Wing City to find a suitable pet. The results did not expect, and now get such news. It seemed that he had to go to Scarlet Wing City. Grandpa, I'm going to Scarlet Wing City. Bai Ziyan, who was determined in his heart, said directly to Bai Jingchong. It's natural, but this time, Grandpa will go with you. Bai Jingchong nodded slightly and agreed to this matter. What's more, Bai Jingchong said another thing. He intends to go to Scarlet Wing City with Bai Ziyan. Bai Ziyan was a little surprised by this. He did not expect that Bai Jingchong actually planned to accompany him to Scarlet Wing City. However, after a little thought, Bai Ziyan understood the reason. Very simple, because that diamond-grade material Qingyunlu, this is a diamond-level material, which is quite attractive to a powerful beastmaster. Bai Ziyan is only a black iron-level beastmaster. If he goes alone, even if he has the identity of Lan City, there is no possibility of winning Qingyunlu. Moreover, even if Bai Ziyan can take down Qingyunlu, there is no guarantee that there will be no other beastmasters who will target Bai Ziyan and plan to rob him halfway. It's not impossible, it's 100% possible. Without him, a diamond-level material is enough for those beastmasters to take risks. For this reason, Bai Jingchong would say such words. Thank you, Grandpa. Wanting to understand the reason, Bai Ziyan was naturally very happy and thanked Bai Jingchong. That's how it was decided. Next, Bai Jingchong and Bai Ziyan's grandfather and grandson are going to Chiyi City. Asterisk. 057 Go to Chiyi City, the diamond-level powerhouse Chi Lianyan. Please order first. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Because of the information of the Bai family, I learned that Qingyunlu, a diamond material, appeared in the ranking of Scarlet Wing City. In addition, Bai Ziyan also plans to go to Scarlet Wing City to find suitable birds and spirit beasts. Therefore, Bai Ziyan and Bai Jingchong's grandfather and grandson are going to Chiyi City together. However, Bai Ziyan also thought of one thing. As the city owner of Lan City, Bai Jingchong doesn't need to sit in Lan City. You must know that the city lord is the Dinghai Shenzhen of a city. If the city lord leaves the city and is known by some conspirators, he might invade Lan City. It doesn't matter. The deputy city lord Feng Yangyan's strength is good. With him in charge, there won't be any trouble. Furthermore, I will also ask Lao Wu to secretly protect Lan City, and there will be no problems in a short period of time. Bai Jingchong smiled indifferently, without the slightest worry. To be honest, although Bai Jingchong, the city lord of the 7 main cities in the mysterious world of 10,000 spider nests, is not the strongest city lord, however, the comprehensive strength of Lan City is definitely the strongest among the 7 main cities. On the one hand, Feng Yangyan, the deputy city lord of Lan City, is very powerful, and he is also a diamond-level powerhouse. On the other hand, the person in charge of the Awakening Hall in Lan City, Wu Xinghan, Bai Jingchong's old friend, is also a diamond powerhouse. In other words, there are at least 3 diamond-level powerhouses in Lan City. Such comprehensive strength has far surpassed other major cities. Therefore, even if Bai Jingchong went out for a while, nothing would happen. This is where Bai Jingchong's confidence lies. At this time, Bai Ziyan was relieved and no longer worried. In the next time, Bai Jingchong began to arrange follow-up work. Let the deputy city lord Feng Yangyan sit in Lan City, and send message 08 to Wu Xinghan, the person in charge of the Awakening Hall, as well as other trivial tasks. After all these things were completed, Bai Jingchong took Bai Ziyan and left Lan City. However, Bai Jingchong did not take Bai Ziyan to the train station in Lan City, but walked directly out of the city gate. After leaving Lan City, Bai Jingchong waved his hand and directly opened the beast defense space. A ray of light appeared, and a white crane with an elegant demeanor, feathers like white clouds, and a height of more than 10 meters appeared in front of Bai Ziyan. Different from ordinary white cranes, this white crane has a fiery red crown feather on the top of its head, like the feathers of a phoenix, giving people a noble feeling. This is Bai Jingchong's imperial beast, the phoenix crown cloud wing crane. At the same time, Bai Ziyan's Eye of Apocalypse opened directly. Race, Phoenix crown cloud wing crane. Wind, boundary, intermediate diamond. Talent, rising storm. Qualification, advanced diamond. Skills, wind rising. Blue, cloud wing blade. Blue, dance of cloud feather. Green, intermediate diamond-level spirit beasts are also very powerful. This is Bai Jingchong's flying spirit beast, and it can be regarded as a very powerful spirit beast. We took the Phoenix Crown Cloudwing Crane and flew directly to Scarlet Wing City. Bai Jingchong opened his mouth and said to Bai Zian, he was going to use the Phoenix Crown Cloudwing Crane and take Bai Zian to fly directly to Scarlet Wing City. If it is known by ordinary beastmasters, it is estimated that they will be frightened. After all, the dangers of the wilderness have long been etched into people's hearts. When leaving the city base, it is best not to go out alone, but to take the 1,000-bladed centipede train. But now, Bai Jingchong is ready to take Bai Zian out, even across the wasteland to another main city. After all, in his capacity, if he didn't cause any waves, he would directly enter Scarlet Wing City. Maybe, the city lord of Scarlet Wing City doesn't know what to think. If you think about it, you know that a city lord of another main city came directly to his city without saying a word in advance, and entered the city without even revealing his identity. If you change to any city lord, you have to think a little about whether the other party is here to do things. Maybe there is still a conspiracy or something to figure out. In this case, it is not enough to show his identity generously, and let the city owner of Chiyi City come to greet him in person. This is Bai Jingchong's idea. For this reason, this is the scene. Soon, a hearty laughter came from within Scarlet Wing City. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that the famous Bai Jingchong City Lord of Lan City would actually visit my Scarlet Wing City, which really made my Scarlet Wing City shine. A crow about 10 meters in size, wrapped in flames and with a pair of flame wings, flew from the direction of the city lord's mansion. On the back of the flaming crow, stood a red-haired old man in red armor, looking about 50 or 60 years old, looking very powerful. This is Chi Lianyan, the city lord of Chiyi City, a diamond-level powerhouse, and the flame crow under Chi Lianyan's feet is his pet beast, the diamond-level spirit beast, the fire-winged crow. Come on, Chi old ghost, don't use idioms if you can't use them. 39. What is shining? Is that used to describe people? 35. Bai Jingchong opened his mouth and looked at the red-haired old man in front of him. His words were not particularly polite, and it seemed that the two were very familiar with each other. 9:30 Pengpa Shengui is said to be shining, and it is only this old man who likes to pretend to be a cultural person. However, it is unknown whether the old man can't use idioms or blame him for coming uninvited. The visitor is a guest, please, old man. Bai Chi Lianyan, the city lord of Chiyi City, laughed and said, ignoring Bai Jingchong's complaints, and directly invited Bai Jingchong to enter the city. After all, the arrival of Bai Jingchong has already made some noise. If the stalemate continues at the city gate, nothing will happen. What's more, Bai Jingchong did not directly break into Scarlet Wing City, but waited for him outside the city gate, which was quite interesting. Therefore, Chi Lianyan did not say much, and directly invited Bai Jingchong to enter the city. In this regard, Bai Jingchong will naturally not refuse. This storm at the gate of the city is the end of the road. Soon, Bai Jingchong and Bai Zian came to the city lord's mansion with Chi Lianyan, the lord of Chiyi City. Old man Bai, you can't go to the Three Treasures Palace without anything. What is the reason for you to come to my Scarlet Wing City with such a big battle? As soon as he settled down, Chi Lianyan went straight to the point and asked Bai Jingchong's origin. I heard that a diamond-grade material called Qingyunlu appeared in the auction house of Chiyi City. 35. I was very interested in this material, so I came over by myself. Bai Jingchong opened his mouth and stated the purpose of coming to Chiyi City this time. Regarding this matter, Bai Jingchong had no intention of concealing it, because, even if Bai Jingchong didn't say it, Chi Lianyan could guess, but he didn't say it out loud. However, Bai Jingchong did not say that he wanted to obtain this material because of Bai Zian's reasons. After all, with this level of material, it's best not to have anything to do with Bai Zian on the bright side, so as not to be calculated by someone with a heart. It's the same reason, with Bai Zian's current strength, he is not qualified to touch this level for the time being. Therefore, Bai Jingchong came directly in his own name. It turned out to be that thing. No wonder it attracted you, an old guy. Chi Lianyan nodded slightly before letting go of the doubts in his heart. Afterwards, Chi Lianyan turned his head slightly and looked at Bai Zian, who was standing beside Bai Jingchong. 058 Gambling fight with red flames. Special skills are as big as you want. Please order first. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Old man Bai, this should be your genius grandson, right? Chi Lianyan opened his mouth and looked at Bai Zian next to Bai Jingchong, as if guessing Bai Zian's identity. To be honest, when he was at the city gate just now, Chi Lianyan noticed that there was a young man beside Bai Jingchong. This is rare, because Chi Lianyan had never seen it before. Bai Jingchong would bring a child by his side. Thinking of the news that Lan City sent back some time ago, Chi Lianyan suddenly had some guesses. This year, there seem to be 2 newcomers with high qualifications in Lan City, and they are related to the city owner of Lan City. For this matter, as the lord of Chiyi City, one of the 7 main cities, Chi Lianyan is naturally very interested. However, the specific information of Bai Zian and Feng Qianyu was blocked by Bai Jingchong, and Chi Lianyan couldn't find out more details. Yes, Bai Jingchong blocked the details of Bai Zian and Feng Qianyu. This is a means of protection for both Bai Zian and Feng Qianyu. Therefore, the outside world knows that there are 2 very good seeded players in Lan City this year, but they don't know the specific situation. Yes, this is my grandson Bai Zian, who just needs an avian pet. This time, when I came to Scarlet Wing City, I took him here by the way to see if there were any suitable spirit beast cubs. 99. Bai Jingchong nodded slightly, without any concealment, and stated the second purpose of coming to Scarlet Wing City this time. If you want a bird-type beast, the first beast in your Bai family should be of the water system. That is to say, he has been promoted to the black iron level and is ready to contract the second beast. 35. That's right, old man Bai, it seems that your Bai family is about to come out again. Hearing Bai Jingchong's words, Chi Lianyan was a little surprised. As rivals and old friends for many years, they are also very familiar with each other. Therefore, Chi Lianyan is very clear that the first pet beast of the Bai family must be a water spirit beast. Now, Bai Zian wants to contract a bird-like spirit beast. It must be the second beast. This means that Bai Zian has stepped into the black iron level. This made Chi Lianyan very interested. You know, his granddaughter is also a black iron rank. I don't know which of Bai Zian and his granddaughter is stronger. Thinking of this, Chi Lianyan suddenly had an idea. Old man Bai, do you want your grandson to fight with my granddaughter to see who is stronger? Chi Lianyan couldn't help but speak to Bai Jingchong. Back then, when they had not grown up, they had been competing with each other. Now, seeing that Bai Jingchong's grandson is on the same level as his granddaughter, he can't help but want the 2 to compete. Oh, your idea is quite good. But where did you have the courage to use your Chi family's fire-type spirit beast to challenge my Bai family's water-type spirit beast? Did I not beat you enough times back then? It's better to avoid it, otherwise, your little girl will cry. Bai Jingchong said lightly, seeming to look down on the little girl of Chi Lianyan's family. As soon as these words came out, Chi Lianyan's anger suddenly burst out. Bai Jingchong, this chaos, actually used the events of the year to run against him. What's more, he wasn't without a single victory back then. It was like he was a failure. Humph. Who knows the result if they haven't fought before? 35, or, you dare not, old man Bai. Chi Lianyan couldn't help but say, and directly used a trick. It is this trick that is too simple. Even Bai Zian, who was watching quietly, couldn't help but want to laugh. However, Bai Zian didn't speak, just watched his grandpa's performance quietly. To be honest, in Bai Zian's view, this matter is not so simple. Although on the surface, his grandfather Bai Jingchong seemed to despise the little girl of the Chi family, and even looked down on it unabashedly. However, Bai Zian knew very well that this was not something his grandfather would do. When grandpa said such words, he probably had his intentions. Therefore, Bai Zian did not disturb Bai Jingchong's performance, but just watched quietly. As for the granddaughter in Chi Lianyan's mouth, Bai Zian had a vague impression. When he was still in Lan City before, he went to various markets to see if there was any chance to find out. At that time, when he was in the restaurant, he heard some businessmen discussing. The content of the discussion once said that the granddaughter of the city lord of Scarlet Wing City once defeated the bronze-level beastmaster with the strength of the black iron level. It is possible to challenge by leaps and bounds, defeating bronze rank with black iron rank, which can already be seen. The amazingness of the opponent. It can be said that this is also a genius who can leapfrog challenges. Of course, compared to Bai Zian, it's a little distance away. After all, when Bai Zian had just been promoted to the black iron level, he was already able to slay low-level silver spirit beasts. Comparing the records of the two sides, it was naturally Bai Ziyan's strength that was stronger, so, Bai Ziyan has nothing to worry about, just watch. Fight, just let you see how strong my grandson is. Seemingly provoked by Chi Lianyan, Bai Jingchong couldn't help saying, but the next moment, Bai Jingchong's words changed and he talked about another matter. However, it is not interesting to let the juniors fight, but there is no luck at all, it seems a little unreasonable. Children, if my grandson wins, why not open up your Red Crow Valley and let my grandson pick a cub of a spirit beast? Bai Jingchong finally revealed his true purpose. As the city lord of Chiyi City, the Chi family where Chi Lianyan is located is naturally very good. It can be said that the Chi family, where Chi Lianyan is located, has one of the best channels for spiritual beasts in the entire Chiyi City. The most famous of the Chi family is their family's Scarlet Crow Valley, where there are many flying spirit beasts. If Bai Ziyan can enter the Red Crow Valley of the Chi family, he should be able to choose a suitable pet. Because of this reason, Bai Jingchong angered Chi Lianyan and set up this special gamble. Well, you old white man, I finally know what you're thinking, and you're actually waiting for me here. Chi Lianyan also reacted, and finally knew what Bai Jingchong was thinking. It turned out that Bai Jingchong was eyeing the Red Crow Valley of their Chi family. I hope his grandson will find a suitable pet from the Red Crow Valley. In this regard, Chi Lianyan suddenly hesitated. After all, the Scarlet Crow Valley is very important to the Chi family, and if it spreads out, it is estimated that it will cause some losses to the Chi family. For this reason, Chi Lianyan hesitated. In this regard, Bai Jingchong just drank tea calmly, without the slightest worry, because he knew Chi Lianyan very well and knew what kind of choices he would make. Okay, I agree to this request, but if your grandson loses, I want the white scale fish cub from your Bai family. Chi Lianyan made a decision. Just sending out a spirit beast is nothing. The most important point is that his granddaughter will not necessarily lose. You must know that his granddaughter is also a genius, with good strength, and the odds of winning are not small. If it wins, all the better. Okay, I promise. Bai Jingchong nodded slightly without any hesitation, because Bai Jingchong knew, Bai Ziyan had no chance of losing. This is Bai Jingchong's trust in Bai Ziyan. After all, as long as you have seen the battle between the white shadow giant scale fish and the silver rank spirit beast, you will not think that Bai Ziyan will lose. This is where Bai Jingchong's confidence lies. This matter is settled like this. As for the time for the gambling fight, let's put it in 3 days. 39. Chi Lianyan nodded. The gamble was thus settled. As for the time for gambling, it will be 3 days later. It's not that Chi Lianyan plans to open a small stove for his granddaughter in these few days. The main reason is that his granddaughter went out to practice and it will take 2 days to come back. However, 2 days later it was time for the auction house to hold the auction again. Bai Jingchong just said that he came here this time for the diamond-grade material of Qingyunlu. In other words, on the day his granddaughter came back, there was no way to hold a gambling fight, so it could only be held 3 days later. In this regard, Bai Jingchong has no objection. The matter of the gamble was settled in this way. In the following time, Bai Jingchong and Chi Lianyan stopped talking about this matter, but talked about other things, talking about the situation in the mysterious world of 10,000 spider nests, and talking about past adventures. Later, Chi Lianyan even entertained Bai Jingchong's grandfather and grandson. When night fell, Grandpa Bai Jingchong and son Kai stayed in a villa of the Chi family. Shaoan, the fight the day after tomorrow is a good opportunity. 35. The Red Crow Valley of the Chi family is a good place. There are many birds and spirit beasts with good qualifications. 5. Maybe there will be your favorite spirit beast. After rejecting the servants of the Chi family, Bai Jingchong looked at Bai Ziyan and said, I know, Grandpa, I'll take this opportunity. Bai Ziyan nodded. Bai Ziyan naturally understands Bai Jingchong's good intentions. Therefore, he will not miss this opportunity. However, Bai Ziyan also needs to do some preparations. After all, although according to the rumors, Chi Lianyan's granddaughter's strength is only capable of fighting against the bronze level. However, this is more than a month ago. During this period of time, whether the other party has any manual growth, this is not necessarily a matter. Therefore, Bai Ziyan also needs to be more secure and strengthen the white shadow giant scale fish. Exactly. He happened to have something in his hand that could strengthen the white shadow giant scale fish. Bai Ziyan took out 3 special crystals directly from his backpack. This is the rubber-boned ape crystal nucleus obtained in the black market of Lan City before. The rubber-boned ape special skill size Rui is not very suitable for the white shadow giant scale fish, that's why Bai Ziyan bought it. It was just before that Bai Ziyan was busy with other things and didn't have time to let the white shadow giant scale fish absorb these crystal cores. Now, Bai Ziyan is about to gamble with Chi Lianyan's granddaughter, and now is the time to use these crystal cores. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan summoned the giant white shadow fish, ready to let the giant white shadow fish absorb the crystal core. As for the water-based giant scale fish, can they absorb the nuclei of the rubber-boned ape and gain their skills? In this regard, Bai Ziyan is not worried about farmers, because Bai Ziyan had already used the Eye of Apocalypse when he purchased the crystal core before and verified it, and the result that Bai Ziyan got is feasible. Gigantopithecus can absorb the nuclei of the rubber-bone ape, giving them a chance to gain their skills. For this reason, Bai Ziyan bought these crystal nuclei with confidence. After thinking about it, Bai Ziyan stopped thinking about it, took out a rubber-bone ape crystal nucleus, and threw it into the mouth of the white shadow giant scale fish. 059 accidentally picked up, amethyst-level potential eagle spirit beast eggs. Please order first. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Swallowing the core of the rubber-boned ape, the giant white-shadowed fish closed its eyes and began to digest the energy in the core. Time flies, and a little time passes. When the white shadow giant scale fish opened his eyes, there was a trace of loss in his eyes. Don't say more. The white shadow giant scale fish failed, and did not absorb the big and small skills. In this regard, Bai Ziyan's expression was calm, without the slightest disturbance. Because, if you want to obtain new skills through the crystal nucleus, there is a certain degree of difficulty. If a crystal nucleus can obtain a skill, it will really be against the sky. Therefore, Bai Ziyan didn't say much, but took out the second crystal nucleus and threw it directly into the mouth of the giant white shadow fish. For a time, the white shadow giant scale fish began to realize. Time passed quickly, and another moment passed. When the white shadow giant scale fish opened its purple gold eyes again, there seemed to be a hint of loss in the eyes. Not to mention, the second absorption still failed. This time, Bai Ziyan's expression was a little unbearable. Sure enough, there is no preparation. It is difficult to directly absorb the crystal nucleus and acquire skills. I knew this earlier. When I was in Lan City, I prepared in advance to increase the probability of absorption. Bai Ziyan murmured in his heart. To be honest, there are also different methods for the absorption and utilization of the crystal nucleus. Using a suitable method and using some materials as an aid can increase the probability of acquiring skills when absorbing crystal nuclei. Before, Bai Ziyan had already passed the Eye of Apocalypse, and knew about it. At this point, it is the same as the previous construction of the beast control space and the construction of the protective cover. It was only before that Bai Ziyan had just returned to the city lord's mansion when he learned about the Red Winged City from Bai Jingchong's mouth. Afterwards, Bai Ziyan, followed by Jingchong, left Lan City in a hurry, and went directly to Scarlet Winged City. During the whole process, Bai Ziyan didn't even have a chance to rest, let alone prepare. But now that 507 is here, he has no way to prepare, and can only use the crystal nucleus directly. Again, I don't believe it anymore. My luck would be so bad. Bai Ziyan murmured, took out the last rubber bone ape crystal nucleus, and threw it directly into the mouth of the white shadow giant scale fish. He didn't believe it anymore. His luck was so bad that he couldn't even comprehend a single skill. You know, Xiao Gubai is not by his side now, so Bai Ziyan gave it a go, ready to try one last time. For this reason, the white shadow giant scale fish felt again. Time flies, and time passes. After a while, the white shadow giant scale fish opened his eyes, and the fish eyes were full of excitement. Success. Is it true? Seeing the reaction of the white shadow giant scale fish, Bai Ziyan raised his brows. This time, the white shadow giant scale fish seems to have succeeded. Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan hurriedly used the Eye of Apocalypse to check the information of the white shadow giant scale fish. Race, white shadow giant scale fish, water system, realm, primary black iron, talents, royal speed, power of Een and nether, S. Water rupture, A. Phantom lost, A. Qualification, senior. King, skills, waterproof speed, purple introduction, nether water erosion, purple introduction, water rupture, blue xiaocheng, illusory white shadow, blue introduction, water gun impact, green xiaocheng, foam layer, green desheng, size rui, blue. Sure enough, I have successfully mastered the big and small rui skill, and in this way, the strength of the white shadow giant scale fish will become even stronger. 99. Seeing the addition of a brand new skill on the skill bar, Bai Ziyan was instantly overjoyed. Originally, he just gambled on luck, but he didn't expect that he would bet right. The white shadow giant scale fish successfully mastered the size rui skill. In this way, there is no need to worry about the following battles. White shadow giant scale fish, Yu Xiao Rui. 35. Bai Ziyan opened his mouth and ordered the white shadow giant scale fish to try to use this skill, the so-called size rui, which is divided into two parts. Let the body become bigger, that's a big wish. Let the body become smaller, that is small rui. Together, that is the size of wishful thinking. And now, Bai Ziyan is trying to make the white shadow giant scale fish to reduce his size. In response to this, the giant white shadow fish swayed and gradually shrank in size. Finally, the body shape of the white shadow giant scale fish is about 2.5 meters. Is the reduced range 1/2 of the original? Is this the initial change? Speaking of which, after using the rui, the size of the body should be about 10 meters. Enough, this size is enough to suppress the pet beast of the granddaughter of Chi Lianyan city lord. 35. Bai Ziyan murmured in his heart, thinking about this matter, using the size rui skill, the ratio of zoom in and zoom out is the same. If the ratio of body size reduction is 1/2, then the body size enlargement ratio is twice. This is already very good for the white shadow giant scale fish. Of course, this is only the beginning. With the mastery of size rui, the proficiency gradually increases, and the proportion of changes will also change, maybe, until a certain day, the white shadow giant scale fish can really stand as tall as a mountain range. That's the real Big Mac. Bai Ziyan is naturally very happy about this. For this reason, in the next time, Bai Ziyan, with the help of the heavenly Tao prompt from the Eye of Apocalypse, began to help the white shadow giant scale fish to exercise the skill of size and wish. Time flies by, the night gradually passed, and a new day began to come. When Bai Ziyan walked out of the room, he looked a little tired, because last night, Bai Ziyan helped the white shadow giant scale fish to exercise, and it took a lot of time, resulting in some poor rest. If you're too tired, take a rest. Seeing Bai Ziyan's appearance, Bai Jingchong couldn't help but speak. Whether it's auctions or gambling, there's still some time left. Until then, Bai Ziyan can rest well. No need for grandpa, let's go to the market in Scarlet Wing City. Bai Ziyan said quickly. As early as yesterday, Bai Ziyan had already made an agreement with Bai Jingchong that he wanted to go to the market of Chiyi City and see the things of Chiyi City. This is inevitable. You must know that this is one of the 7 main cities in the mysterious world of 10,000 spider nests. Batch, the market of Chiyi City is as big as that of Lan City. And such a large market means that there should be a lot of good things in Chiyi City. Maybe, he still has a chance to pick it up. Bai Ziyan could not miss such an opportunity. For this reason, Bai Ziyan hastily refused to take a break. After all, you can rest anytime, and Bai Ziyan will definitely regret missing the opportunity to explore the market in Chiyi City. Okay, let's go and see the market in Chiyi City. Seeing that Bai Ziyan was so determined, Bai Jingchong didn't say anything more. Thinking of this, Bai Jingchong took Bai Ziyan to the market in Chiyi City. Soon, grandfather and grandson came to a large market. 70 meters ahead, the crystal nucleus of the black iron-class spirit beast Tehuju was found. 50 meters to the right, the bronze-grade material fire fluorite was found. 50 meters to the left, a bronze-grade material, the feather of the singing eagle, is found. When Bai Ziyan just walked into this market, a series of prompts suddenly appeared in front of him. It is still the same as before, visiting the market in Lan City, because there are so many things on the market. Therefore, all kinds of prompts kept appearing in front of Bai Ziyan. In desperation, Bai Ziyan could only block all hints below the silver level as before. Of course, Bai Ziyan did not block the notification messages for spirit beast cubs and spirit beast eggs, because Bai Ziyan also Wants to look for bird-type spirit beasts, although it is said that he has promised to fight with the granddaughter of the Chiyi City lord, and if he wins, he can go to the secret place of the Chi family. However, no one can guarantee that in the Red Crow Valley of the Chi family, there will be spirit beast cubs or spirit beast eggs that fit Bai Zian's mind. If the cubs of the spirit beasts in the Red Crow Valley of the Chi family did not meet Bai Zian's requirements, wouldn't it be a pity? Therefore, Bai Zian must prepare both hands. On the one hand, take a good look at the market in Scarlet Wing City to see if there are any spirit beast cubs in the market that fit Bai Zian's mind. On the other hand, he also needs to actively prepare for the next gambling fight, so that he can enter the Red Crow Valley of the Red Clan to have a look. That's what Bai Zian thinks, of course. Bai Zian wouldn't be polite if he had the chance to find a hidden treasure. It can be said that in the 2 days before the auction, Bai Zian also has a lot of things to do. Thinking of this, Bai Zian dragged Bai Jingchong and wandered in the market of Chiyi City. In the first market, Bai Zian walked around and found a lot of silver-grade materials. However, those materials were of little use to Bai Zian, so Bai Zian didn't make a move. In desperation, Bai Zian could only go to the second market in Chiyi City. After a trip to the second market, Bai Zian went straight to the next market without stopping. Moreover, in addition to the market on the bright side, Bai Zian did not miss the underground black market in Chiyi City. It can be said that in the past 2 days, Bai Zian has swept all the large markets in Chiyi City. Not to mention, Bai Zian has really found some good stuff. It was an orange-red spirit beast egg. From the outside, nothing can be seen. However, this is indeed an amethyst-level potential bird-type spirit beast egg. Once it grows smoothly, it can grow to the amethyst level. To be honest, this is a very rare baby. For the mysterious world of 10,000 spider nests, the amethyst-level spirit beasts are definitely the top existences. Under normal circumstances, it is difficult for an amethyst-level spirit beast to be born. As a result, I never thought that there would be such a spirit beast egg in the market of Chiyi City. The most important point is that this spirit beast egg is a descendant of an eagle spirit beast. To be honest, this has already met Bai Zian's requirements. Amethyst-level potential, a bird-type spirit beast. Moreover, eagle spirit beasts are also relatively brave and good at fighting, which is a good choice. For this reason, Bai Zian bought it. Of course, the seller didn't even know that this was an amethyst-level spiritual beast egg, and it was only sold according to the silver-level spiritual beast egg. Therefore, Bai Zian can be considered to have successfully picked up the leak. However, Bai Zian did not directly contract this spirit beast egg. Because of this spirit beast egg, it can only surpass his psychological expectations. If there are better choices, Bai Zian naturally wants to get better pets. 060 Lan Dongli, the lord of Lan Lan City, the third diamond-level beastmaster appears. Please order. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Bai Zian did not directly contract this spirit beast egg, because in the next gambling battle, Bai Zian could be given the opportunity to enter the Scarlet Crow Valley, and he could continue to choose. Therefore, Bai Zian is not in a hurry to contract. After the gambling battle, after seeing the quality of the cubs of the crows in the Red Crow Valley, the final decision will be made. That's what Bai Zian thinks. An amethyst-level potential eagle spirit-like beast egg. This is the main harvest Bai Zian has obtained by exploring the various markets in the entire Chiyi City these days. Of course, this is only the main gain, not all of it. In addition to this amethyst-level potential spirit beast egg, Bai Zian has other gains. For example, a piece of diamond-grade material. Yes, Bai Zian found another diamond-grade material called Shiguanguo. This was found in the black market of Scarlet Wing City, and it could be considered a type of leek. At that time, when Bai Zian discovered this material, this diamond-grade material, named Shihagua, was being sold at a stall as a piece of black iron-grade material. Naturally, Bai Zian would not miss such an opportunity, but took it. This is a relatively big gain for Bai Zian. In addition, Bai Zian also purchased some crystal cores of water-type spirit beasts and fire-type spirit beasts. The reason why Bai Zian took a fancy to these crystal nuclei is because these crystal nuclei contain good water-type skills or fire-type skills. Naturally, it goes without saying that the crystal core containing the water system skills was prepared by Bai Zian for the white shadow giant scale fish. As for the fire crystal nucleus, it was prepared by Bai Zian for the second beast, because the spirit beast egg of the amethyst-level latent eagle spirit beast that Bai Zian picked up was also a fire-type spirit beast and could use fire-type skills. On the other hand, in the Red Crow Valley of the Qi family, the bird-type spirit beasts raised are also fire-type spirit beasts. At this point, just look at Chi Lianyan's fire-winged Qi Yan Crow. It was a spirit beast with flight attributes and fire attributes. Most of the spirit beasts in the Red Crow Valley are like this, therefore, no matter which spirit beast Bai Ziyan contracts with, the fire crystal core in his hand can come in handy. It can be said that Bai Ziyan is also thoughtful and has long thought about these things. In addition, Bai Ziyan also scours out some crystal nuclei of other properties for emergencies. Of course, the crystal core that Bai Ziyan could take a fancy to was at least a gold-level spirit beast crystal core, and the skills contained in it were basically blue skills. After all, Bai Ziyan's eyes are not ordinary. However, if there is a very special effect, it is like the previous foam layer skill. Although the skill level of the foam layer is not high, it is only a green skill, but because of its special effects, it can be called the magical skill of low-level water-type spirit beasts. For skills like this, Bai Ziyan doesn't mind taking it down. This is what Bai Ziyan has achieved in the past 2 days. In this case, time flies by and soon comes the time for the auction to start. Bai Jingchong took Bai Ziyan and went directly to the auction house. Outside the auction house at this time, there are several strong guards who are checking the invitation letter of the auction. Because the level of this auction is not low, the beastmasters below the silver level have no chance to enter the auction house and participate in this auction, unless there is a strong person. A beastmaster with a lower realm can go in and see it. To this end, the auction house prepared invitation letters early and sent them to the hands of the powerhouses. Of course, Bai Jingchong had an invitation letter in his hand. Such a thing, Bai Jingchong naturally will not forget. If nothing else, on the day Bai Jingchong came to Chiyi City, the principal of the auction house immediately sent the invitation letter of the auction to Bai Jingchong. It has to be said that the auction house is still very good at being a man. After all, the merchants of the auction house are all mature people. How could they make mistakes in such trivial matters? Of course, even if they didn't send out the invitation letter, Bai Ziyan's grandfather and grandson could participate in the auction smoothly. After all, with the energy of the Bai family, it is not difficult to get an invitation letter. Of course, Bai Jingchong wouldn't refuse to accept a gift from the auctioneer. In this way, Bai Jingchong and Bai Ziyan successfully entered the auction and sat down directly in the second box. At the same time, from time to time some people, holding invitations, kept entering the auction. These are all invited beastmasters. Bai Jingchong had no interest in this matter, and waited quietly for the auction to start. On the contrary, Bai Ziyan had a lot of interest in these beastmasters, because this is a good opportunity for him to gather intelligence. For this reason, Bai Ziyan opened the Eye of Apocalypse to know the information of these guests. It has to be said that among these guests, there are many strong people. Silver-level beastmasters are everywhere, and gold-level beastmasters are not few in number, and the beasts of these beastmasters are also various, and even some beasts that are rarely seen in the outside world can also be seen here. This is definitely an opportunity for Bai Ziyan to gain insights. For this reason, Bai Ziyan watched with relish. However, just when the guests were about to arrive, outside the auction hall, there were two special figures in the future. This is an old woman with gray hair, holding a pale girl with glasses and a pair of ponytails. Both of them were wearing blue clothes, and they looked like their mother-in-law and grandson, who were somewhat similar to Bai Jingchong and Bai Ziyan's grandfather and grandson. However, Bai Ziyan at this time was a little shocked when he saw the white-haired old woman, because the heavenly Tao prompt at this time is constantly prompting. 10 meters ahead, the diamond-level spirit beast scythe cracked. Weasel was found. Diamond-level spirit beast. This is a diamond beastmaster, and it's still an unfamiliar face. This diamond beastmaster came from another city, and most likely came for Qingyunlu. Bai Ziyan murmured in his heart and instantly guessed something. With a diamond-level pet beast, this is clearly a diamond-level beastmaster. During the 2 days that he came to Scarlet Wing City, Bai Ziyan had a general understanding of the city's situation. Therefore, Bai Ziyan has a general understanding of how many diamond-level powerhouses there are in Scarlet Wing City and what kind of beasts they have. However, Bai Ziyan can be sure that this is definitely not the beastmaster of Red Wing City. That is to say, this is an outsider. Like Bai Ziyan's grandfather and grandson, a diamond-level beastmaster appeared in Scarlet Wing City, and even came to the auction. What their purpose is, it is already obvious. Bai Ziyan felt that the purpose of these two people, like them, was also aimed at the diamond-grade material of Qingyunlu. no, he had to remind his grandfather by Jingchong to prepare in advance. "Grandpa, look at the old woman with the little girl. My intuition tells me that those two seem to be a little complicated." Thinking of this, Bai Ziyan spoke quickly and said to Bai Jingchong beside him. Bai Jingchong, who was closing his eyes and resting, heard Bai Ziyan's words, then opened his eyes and looked in the direction Bai Ziyan pointed. "This is, that old witch Lan Dongli, how could she appear here?" Seeking flowers. When he saw the white-haired old woman, Bai Jingchong suddenly widened his eyes and seemed a little surprised. "Lan Dongli, this name is a bit familiar. By the way, I remembered, isn't this the name of the Lord of Lan Lan City?" The city lord of Lan Lan City actually came to Scarlet Wing City, and even planned to participate in the auction, which is a bit unfortunate. But having said that, some time ago, didn't Lan Lan City's city lord just take down a diamond-grade material? Why did he set his sights on Qingyunlu? Bai Ziyan's face was slightly cloudy. To be honest, Lan Dongli, the lord of Lan Lan City, can be regarded as a relatively legendary figure. In the end, not only did he step into the ranks of diamond-level beastmasters, he also became the lord of Lan Lan City, one of the 7 main cities. Such a person is also very amazing. However, Bai Ziyan remembered that some time ago, the other party had just obtained a diamond-grade material called lightning sand. This was what Bai Ziyan heard from those businessmen when he was in the tea house in Lan City. As a result, how could the other party come here before long has passed? This made Bai Ziyan a little puzzled. It is said that the granddaughter adopted by the old witch Lan Dongli seems to have some congenital problems and needs to be treated with diamond-level materials. Now it seems that this thing is very likely to be true. Seeing Bai Ziyan's doubts, Bai Jingchong said a word slowly. In response, Bai Ziyan nodded slightly. This can explain a little the reason why the Lan Dongli city lord keeps collecting diamond-grade materials. However, Bai Ziyan still had some doubts in his heart, because there are some contradictions in this sentence. After all, he has never heard of any special disease that needs to be treated with various diamond-grade materials. Under normal circumstances, even if you need to use diamond-grade materials, shouldn't you need some kind of fixed material? How can it be not picky at all, and constantly need all kinds of diamond-grade materials? It can be said that there should be many secrets behind this matter. It's just that this is something that belongs to others, and Bai Ziyan doesn't have much interest. As long as the other party doesn't come to obstruct him, that's fine. However, judging from the current situation, it is very likely that the other party came for the diamond-grade material of Qingyunlu. It seems that he must find a way to solve this matter. Bai Ziyan was lost in thought. Soon, Bai Ziyan already had the answer in his heart. He came directly to Bai Jingchong's ear, and whispered to Bai Jingchong. "I didn't expect you to be willing to trade with that thing." Hearing Bai Ziyan's words, Bai Jingchong seemed a little surprised. Bai Ziyan's method is actually very simple, that is to make a deal with the city lord Lan Dongli with the diamond-grade material Shiguang fruit he obtained in the black market of Scarlet Wing City 2 days ago. After all, the diamond-grade material Shiguanggua he obtained on the black market had no effect on Bai Ziyan. In terms of value, it is far inferior to Qingyunlu, the material used to make awakening origin liquid. Bai Ziyan is naturally clear about the role of the two on Bai Ziyan. Therefore, if the other party does not maliciously compete with them, Bai Ziyan is willing to trade with them. Of course, what Bai Ziyan said was just a deal. It is impossible for him to give Ziguangguo directly to the other party. This is inevitable. A diamond-grade material is naturally precious, not to mention soil.